Hey everyone, it is me, Kristine. Welcome back to my channel. Q&A, chit-chat. Let's go. The false idea of society. Anyone could talk for days about this, but one that's very prominent right now in my life is the fact that you do not need to do things by certain ages. My 20th, woo! See, I'm struggling still, but you don't have to have a crazy 20th birthday. You don't need to get a job at a certain age. You don't need to get your license at a certain age, even though I highly recommend to get your driver's license. It's life-changing. You don't need to have a boyfriend, a relationship, a first kiss. You don't need to graduate by a certain age. And trust me, I get it. It's stressful. It's scary. It's not the most great feeling inside knowing that you're not where everyone else is. For example, for me, I definitely grew up a little too fast. And I used to get pretty sad about that. You know, other friends would go to parties or hook up with people or stay out late or just do the more typical, you know, I'm a teen high school things. But I just had to take a step back, put life into perspective and think, when I'm 20, 21, 22, when I'm 30, who says I can't have my teenage moments? Simply, it's still possible to have those fun teenage moments when you're a little older. And ultimately, it's the same ass thing. Please try your best to refrain from assuming just because it makes societal sense. I need ideas. I want to have a fun, but a safe and respectful birthday. I'm lost. The best thing I've got right now is just like a night drive. Speaking of birthday, someone asked what's my birthday. My birthday's on February 17th. Yeah, your girl's turning 20. Can you believe that? Like, for the people that are, honestly for anyone, you would really think this face is like 12 and a half. Yeah, I'm turning 20. What the? Still on lockdown. To be honest with you, I don't think I'm in lockdown. You might be like, why don't you know this information, Kristine? It's not that I want to stay away from it as possible, but let me tell you something. From like June to now, my lifestyle was completely the same. Sure, I saw my friends and we could go on hikes or walks or drives. So now, of course, still wear your mask, still wear your freaking mask. I'm not in lockdown, no. And if y'all are back in lockdown, I feel so sorry for you. People just need to step it up because don't we all want to go to the club one day, okay? How to find your passion? Okay, in my case, for me, I think throughout my entire life, I've always had my passion there, but I always wanted to ignore it. There was another question is how to find things you're good in. I'll connect that with how to find your passion. To realize what you're good in, you kind of have to toot your own horn a little bit, just a little bit, and realize, oh my gosh, I am good at that. Another thing is maybe throughout your entire life, people have said something to you. Hey, you're really good at this. Hey, you could make a really good this. I remember when I was younger, I wanted to be a teacher. I loved being a teacher. My grandma was a teacher. I was like, this is meant for me, right? Growing up, I always found myself very patient and almost, once again, you have to toot your own horn a little bit, almost innovative in the ways that I could explain things to people. In the 5th grade, I remember a substitute teacher was like, hey, you'd make a great teacher. In the 8th grade, I did peer tutoring. I would teach kids my age math. And I ain't even that good at math. And I love kids. So ultimately, not to toot my own horn, but I know I could be a pretty solid teacher. Probably since the 6th grade, I would definitely be the friend that people would call or talk to and be like, this is happening, what do I do? Almost like the advice person or the person that you just go to when you just need an answer, right? Ever since I was younger, all through high school until now, I'm that person. And so when I was in a part of my life where I was looking into doing university, I heavily considered psychology. Even now, my friends in my life are like, oh my gosh, like, become a psychologist and the pay is solid. And I'm like, yes, I know, I got it, the pay is solid, and I think I'd do a pretty solid job as well. And I think I would enjoy it a little bit, but that's the problem. I'd only enjoy it a little bit and I don't think I could do that every single day of my life. Same as teaching, I don't think I could do that every single day of my life. Listen to what people tell you. They're not just trying to like emptily hype you up. Also, look at the things that you do quite often and see how they could translate into a career. And so how to find your passion. When you take all the things that you're good at, what do you actually want to do? What makes you happy? It's a simple question of what makes you happy at the end of the day. I'm kind of good at editing, speaking to a camera, stuff like that. My thumbnails still suck, but that's a different story, and I could see myself doing this every day of my life. So there you go. That's my passion. This is my passion. And I think when you actually find your passion, once again, there's no time limit to it. You don't need to find your passion by a certain time. You'll know. And don't get me wrong, you will also doubt and you'll be scared, and you might not even like your passion in the beginning. Because to be honest with y'all, when I was really struggling to figure out, do I just like throw myself into YouTube and just try my best, or do I settle and go to university? I definitely thought in my head, like, damn, why couldn't I just wanted to be a lawyer or a doctor? Why couldn't have things been that simple? Even though I love YouTube so much, it's scary, and I doubt a lot. How to find things you're good in. Listen to what people are telling you. Analyze the things that you do pretty often and see how you can connect that to a career. Look at all the things you're good at or that you like and ask yourself what makes you happy. As of right now, that's all I've got. How to study. Let me think. Figure out if you like to do digital notes or manual notes. Math was the only one that I liked doing manual notes. For science, like social studies, history, English, I did all of that digitally. I think it's really good to, as you study, you almost start making yourself a study guide for at the end when you need to do the test or a quiz. Pull up a document, you read what you need to read, and you type in all the important things. Use the highlighting tool, the bolding tool, the underlining tool, and have each of those things mean something. And then also, if you have a digital version of a textbook, cut out pictures and put them into the document. Make like a little study guide for yourself as you study, so that at the end of it, you don't need to reread a whole ass chapter for your memory to jog back and to be refreshed. As you study, make a study guide. It does make note-taking a little bit longer, but you save yourself time later on. Drink enough water, eat good food, or just at least eat. I feel like a lot of students forget to eat, so please don't do that. Favorite music? I love everything, except I can do like soft rock, but metal rock, But for the most part, I love country, pop, R&B, hip-hop, reggae, like, I love it all. I wanted to add this in because, funny enough, there's this song that I would have never thought I would fall in love with, and that it's my jam. When I told my friends that this was my new jam, I love this song with a passion, they were shook, they were shocked. Because in a way, it's not really like me. Ariana Grande's 34, 35. Yeah, I love that song so much. I'm so left field, don't know where it came out of, but I remember the first time I heard it. There's a little laugh in the beginning of the song. It's like a and that sold me. I was hooked after that. I wanted to go through as many topics as quick as possible with giving y'all solid answers. A huge shout out to Tracy Parker, also Zophie. Those two have literally been like my top supporters, and I love y'all so much. So I thank you so much. Instagram at its_time_y'all. If you want to check it out, and if you care to follow, give it a follow. Also, I love chit chat, advice, Q&A videos so much. Like, I just love talking and having it be like just chill and relaxed. So comment down below topics I could chit chat about, questions, advice questions, all of the above. It could be deep, it could be the silliest thing in the world. Let it fly. Okay, I love y'all so much. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe during the time, and I'll see you in a little bit.